Sweet berry wine. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of How To With Two. I'm your host, Inga, a mom of twins who is just trying her best to raise two human beings and keep it together. And that's what this episode is all about. Keeping it together. I'm often asked by people in imaginary conversations that I have in my head, Inga, how do you do it? How do you keep it together? There's a lot of things I do. I know I make it look so easy, but there's a lot of work involved. Here are some tips on how to keep it together when you are raising twins or multiples or kids, any number of kids. You need to learn how to keep it together for the mere fact that, you want to continue to have friends and you want to keep your job. You have to keep it together in order to keep all those other things. There we go. Some of the things that I have found to help me keep my shit together over the last 2.5 years of raising two human beings. Wine. Let's ignore the fact that it's about 10:30 in the morning when I'm recording this. 12 o'clock somewhere? Ooh. It feels weird and yet right to be drinking this so early in the day. I don't normally do this, but for the video, for the sake of the video and helping you out there, I will drink this wine. So you're welcome. I didn't do much drinking while I was breastfeeding. I had the occasional glass of wine, but after I stopped breastfeeding, I enjoyed a glass or two at the end of a day with my husband, usually at the end of the week. We try best as possible not to drink during the work week, but come Friday, we pull one of these babies out. We put on some Netflix show or movie, and we enjoy some wine. You know, it helps us wind down. I don't believe in buying anything over $13, but you can find some really good wine out there for under $13. Les Dauphins. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. And this is thanks to my friend Bren, who recommended this one, and it's been a go-to for me ever since. So thanks, Bren. I like it. Cheers to you. Other things that have kept me together. Chocolate. Here's the thing. I'm on this new health food kick, and for that reason, I haven't been having these, which is why it's closed right now. And it's not easy. I definitely have a sugar addiction. Part of that I blame on breastfeeding because I just kept eating all the time. I started eating maybe not the greatest things. I was having a latte and a banana loaf at Starbucks almost every day when I went to Target. Oh, Target, I miss you. I got really used to eating that way, so when I stopped breastfeeding, it was a wake-up call to me that I had to start taking care of myself. And I started doing that by going to the gym. Definitely one of those things that helped me keep it together. If you can work out with other people, if you prefer that, do that. I was lucky enough to have coworkers and friends who joined me at the gym to motivate me, and in turn, I motivated them. Going for runs, going to yoga class, getting out when you can. If you're not able to leave the house because maybe you're a full-time mom or dad at home with your kids, if they happen to nap, take that opportunity to do a few stretches, do a couple of push-ups, do something for yourself. And really listen to your body and see what you can manage in the amount of time that you have at home. I go back to the chocolate. Lesson learned, it might make you feel good, but in the long run, it's not good for you. So that's why I just mention it, that it did help me keep it together, but I'm trying to get away from it now. Second, I want to make sure that I'm still recording. Yes. Okay. Another thing that helped me keep it together was reading when I had the chance. Reading, when do you have time for that? There really is no time to read. During mat leave, books like this one was really helpful. Reasons Mommy Drinks. I didn't realize I had a little theme going here. This was given to me by a fellow mom friend. Marjorie, thank you. I would read these while I was breastfeeding or if I was just stuck in the nursery with the kids. And what was great about this book was that it's just really quick. Even if I got through one page, I had technically gotten through one chapter, so I felt like I had accomplished something. So reading really funny, relatable content while I was on mat leave, and even now, I still I'll take this out and just read it. That really helped. Relating to someone else who's been through it, knowing that you're not alone, which is probably why you're watching this, or you know me personally and you just want to see me fail at what I'm doing in this web series. There might be a number of reasons why you're watching this, but it's probably because you at home are feeling alone or helpless, or you've just run out of ideas, and that's brought you to me. So reading really funny material, that really helped me get through. Another thing that helped me keep it together, especially during that first year, was the Golden Girls. Helped me keep it together that first year, especially. When I was breastfeeding and I needed something on in front of me just to, kill time, for some reason, the Golden Girls popped into my head and I was able to find it online and stream it. The Golden Girls helped me. They are still very relevant, and they were very ahead of their time when they shot that show, I should just say. Power to Betty White. We still have her. 2017, please do not disappoint. Thank you, Betty White, and all the other ladies of that wonderful show, because you helped me get through that first year. So cheers to you again. I will drink to that. Another thing that helped me keep it together was sage products. I was introduced to essential oils by a fellow Tipamba member, Sabrina, who specializes in it, and I had won a basket full of her products and I fell in love with it. And through that, I started to discover what essential oils could do. I found that using stuff like this Stress Release by Sage was really helpful. You put it here. And especially right before bed, I found it really helpful. So, this really is all dependent on whether you're allergic to the ingredients that are on here. So I would check that out first. And it doesn't have to be sage, but I really personally like this product. So that helped. Another thing, when I'm not drinking or partaking in some wine, good cup of tea. Recently, I started drinking something called Calm My Dosha, which was in my very first Buddha box. And it's really yummy and really good. And especially during the winter months, it just makes you feel good at the end of the day. So good cup of tea always helps. It's so much easier to just say, keep it together, but it's hard. I'm doing this show and I'm doing this web series and I look like I'm having a good time. And I am, in fact, having a good time, but what you're not seeing are all of the days and the hours where I'm pulling my hair. And maybe it's not even necessarily the kids, and maybe it's just what I've put on myself, but trying to keep it together just so that you can go out in public and look like a normal person, it can be tough. Keeping it together. Last but not least, I would say this is actually the first thing I should have mentioned. Having a really good support system when you are going through this huge change, trying to raise a family, that's really helpful. I'm very fortunate to have a very supportive husband / best friend, and he's going through all the same things that I am. So that's someone that I can go to and we can just talk about our day and complain, vent if we need to, have a glass of wine. I'm going to drink to you, Beb. I love you. Having a great support system with your family and your friends. And I just want to mention, because I'd like to keep this positive, there will be friends and family who will surprise you in a good way by how much they support and want to be there to help out. I had that happen to me so many times over the first year and over the last 2.5 years. And it's been really, really awesome knowing that there are people that are there to help out or even thinking about me. I have this that was given to me by my friend Rhonda, who I don't get to see very often, not as often as I'd like to. And she picked that up while she was at Honest Ed's because she saw the twin reference and she thought of us and she picked it up. So I thought that was really cool. So people will surprise you that, they're thinking of you still, even though you're not around as much. And I will do a video on how to keep a social life. So that's very important in keeping it together. Always knowing that you have someone that you can reach out to, even if it's a text, a simple text just to say hey, and watching videos like this and commenting below so that I know that people out there are actually watching it. I hope you are doing what you can to keep it together. I'd be interested to know what you do, so please comment below. Please watch for other videos and subscribe if you'd like to by going to that button and watching other videos over there. So thanks for watching. I hope you are keeping it together. Guys, cheers to you and raising your family, your kids.